Oh, well, hello, Miss Pizarro. How are you? If you're still in here. Hello to you. Hello to everyone else as you enter the chat. The chat. Hello, any and everyone. Okay. Hey, Chocolate Bay, D Light Bill. Hey, Evie. Hey, Des. Let me get myself on screen. Hello, people. Sorry about that. I had to get my ice cream. Listen, y'all, I was at Publix this week. They had a sale on Talenti, so I racked up. This is the Alfonso mango. Of course, you know I got the Southern style butter pecan. I got the sea salted caramel. I got there's the one with the cookies at the bottom of it. Don't judge me, really be. You know I be at Publix. You know that's my store. Stop playing with me. Anyway, I had to rack up. They had a sale. It was buy one get one free, and Talenti be like expensive. It cost like shoot almost $6 for one little thing. So it was half off. So I went and got some. Judge your mama, don't judge me. Hey everyone, as you come in the chat, Shondo's around the building. Shondo's around the building. Before we get to the muck and the mire, since I was off today, I might have a little time to frolic in the muck and the mire. I got some interesting revelations today. So, um, hey Terrance, I didn't even see you slide in, child. Child. So, for all of you fans of Lovecraft Country, Chunky Monkey Ice Cream, child. Hey Shawana. Um, hey Raphael, hey Dez, hey Chocolate Bay, D Light Bill, Nicole Stevens, hey Abby sis, what's good? So y'all, I found out it was revealed that Jonathan Majors, who plays Tick, has a booty double, has a butt double. Like whenever he get naked, there's a dude that they have come in and they swap them out. I was like, shut up. So the scenes where he be naked and stuff like that. Child, he have a whole booty double, a mess. A butt double, D-Light Bill, child. I'm not gonna talk about it in my review. I'm not gonna do that on my review, but which is forthcoming, which is going to be quite informative. I am actually I was working on it today, even though I said I didn't want to. I was working on it today, and I had to go and do some extra research to get extra information for y'all. So I'm doing my research. So when I put it out either tonight or tomorrow, it'll have everything you want from me. I know y'all have expectations of me. Y'all like for me to go in. Hey, Nappy Child. Hey, Fifi. What's good, my love? Hey, Rochelle. So, hey, Pure Heart. A mess. I'm not going to say it doesn't downgrade him because technically we're not looking for him in the back. We're not looking to see what he got going on in the back. With the size of his nose and that body he got going on, dude look like he got a whole ass donkey dick in the front. So that's why we're looking for the front. We're looking for the front. The back, if maybe he's not up to par there, I'm okay with that. Child. D Light Bill, child. I have a lot of thoughts. It was so good. So good. But we'll get there. My review will be out definitely by tomorrow. If not later tonight. Anyway, let me see if there's anything else I wanted to bring to y'all attention before I get down and dirty in the muck and the mire and all of that good shit. They left the gate open. Mother left the gate open. And I just started walking down the street and watching all the fights and stuff going on. So mm. I was looking. So I appropriately titled this If the Shoe Fits. Mm. I don't think there was anything. I think it was something, but I really forgot what it was. It was something I wanted to bring to y'all attention before I dabbled down that road, but I can't find it and I don't remember what it was. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Anyway, Mariah Carey's new book is out. I have not received mine yet. I've already ordered it, but mine hasn't come in yet. And from what I understand, she laying people out. She's laying people out. I heard she laid J Lo out. I heard she been laying a lot of people out in this good book. I'm gonna wait till I get my copy and read it, but excerpts and stuff are starting to come out now, and I've been like, ooh, 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 mm, mm. I was like, Megan McCain gave birth to her Satan spawn. Arrgh! Had a baby. Child. You say I snuck out really big? Child, yeah. Megan McCain delivered Damien. Satan spawn. Had a baby. God. Somebody actually had sex with her. I should do a book club for it. You gonna get the book? Really, be? Wait. What show make you feel stupid? Wait, what show? Really, be? I'm going to break down a lot of stuff from this week's episode. I have a whole breakdown because a lot of people, even some people who I know like the show, had questions about this week's episode. So that's why I've been doing some extra research. So I'm going to make sure I break all that down. I'm going to think about this, D Light B. I'm going to think about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll consider that. But I definitely am. The book is already, I don't know when it's coming. Y'all know with COVID and shipping and all of that stuff. But I already ordered it because I'm a lamb. I've been a lamb since 1990. So, been a lamb since some of these people were even born. I go back with Mariah Carey before my voice changed, and I can still hit all the notes. Um. Anyway, child, Megan McCain makes me itch. I did Celeste Sylvia. I'm working on my review right now. Child. They even paid homage to one of our queens from Miami. Anybody know who they paid homage to? This is just a real quick snippet of my Lovecraft Country review that's coming. Anybody know who they paid homage to? That she wasn't born in Miami, but when she got older, she settled in Miami and became a native Miamian. Anybody know? Anybody know? If you don't know, I'll tell you during my you'll find out during the review. If you just don't know who I'm talking about. Anyway, I am going to watch the debate tonight, Belize. Um, I'm trying to make sure. Anyway, Anyway, but yeah, nobody knows. Okay, don't worry, it'll be in my review. But they did pay homage to somebody from Miami, one of our black. Thank you, Cobra. Thank you, Cobra. Come on now, bust through. Wait, what are you talking about, really, B? I mean, I am a native Miamian. You always talk about your DMV stuff, and I can't talk about Miami stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, Bessie Springfield is a part of Black culture and Black history. Come on now. Don't do me. Anyway, it's not Springfield, it's Stringfield, excuse me. And she took that name from her third husband. Maybe she had six husbands. She settled it on the third husband's name. Maybe he hit it the right way. She decided to keep his name, but she kept the last name of her third husband. I actually learned about her um, when I was in school in Miami because she lived in she like I said, she settled in Miami and she grew up not grew up, but she lived in the Opelika area of Miami, which is a black area. She's not from Miami, but she lived most of her life in Miami. She called herself a Miamian. What are we talking about? You really trying to go down this road? I mean, anybody who lives in Miami from about 1950 something all the way through until she died in the 90s, you can kind of call them a Miamian, you know. Sorry. She spent three-fourths of her life in Miami. I mean, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Anyway, so I'm not going back and forth with Really B. I'm not doing this with her today. She's trying to go there with me. I'm not going back and forth with her. God. Oh. Hey. Well then. Well, hello to you too. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know it doesn't take much for me to get distracted. Oh. Oh. Well, okay. I will speak with you later. Anyway. Um. Yes, she was like Sylvia. She was the first black woman to ride on a motorcycle across the continental United States. And she did, I think, six times, either six or eight times during the 1930s and 40s. One of the big stories, the reason I learned about her in Miami was um, um, when she first got to Miami, the Miami cops told her nigger women did not belong on motorcycles, could not drive through Miami on motorcycles, and they would ticket her, and sometimes she went to jail a couple times. And so one time she went to the police chief of Miami, the city of Miami PD, and challenged his best motorcycle rider to this motorcycle, duel or contest or whatever. They went to this park and they had this whole thing, and she beat the guy, excuse me, on the motorcycle or whatnot. And so after that, the police chief told the rest of the police, "Don't bother her no more. Let her ride as much as she can through the streets of Miami." And that's how the story goes. At least that's how she told the story. So, um, anyway, right in like I said, in Opelika, she settled down in Opelika and so forth. Hmm. Actually, she wasn't that far from the Triangle. Now, if you know Miami topography, you know what the Triangle is. The Triangle is a not so nice area. Okay. Come on for all my women's is who ride motorcycles. But yeah, there was a lot of little points in this episode that was all about Black women and Black women empowerment. And this was the Black women empowerment episode. I'll get into it in my review. Don't worry. I'm there for y'all. I got y'all. Anyway, so why people keep texting me? And the things that I'm being texted right now. Lord. Anyway, so she was born in North Carolina, even though she tried to lie about her history and say that she was born in Jamaica and she was of Jamaica. She tried to lie about her history, and it came out later on that she had been telling false truths about where she was born. But she was born, I think, in North Carolina. You know me so well, Terrance. You know me so well. Nice piece of dog chocolate. A nice piece of dark chocolate. Anyway, I have to Terrence, we'll have to have a conversation about that. That's Drum Major Bay. I'll tell you about that one later, Terrence. Anyway, so back down to our topic at hand. Now let me preface by saying that I know that some people may get triggered, as that's the word of the day. Some people may feel like certain bullets hit them. If it does, well, these things happen. But can I say this? This is no disrespect to anyone. But if you feel disrespected, then perhaps you need to be disrespected. Can we go back to the days? I already had my drink ready because I knew. Can we go back to the days when the content creator and the YouTuber could be the YouTuber and or content creator, and the subscribers stayed the subscribers? Because one of the problems that you are having with some of the fuckery and fucktitude running rampant, and um I did hear about that nappy child. I did read about that. One of the thank you for posting that in here. One of the problems is there are people who should have stayed in the chats. There are a lot of people who should have maintained their legitimacy and stayed established within the comment section. A lot of you people felt ballsy, and a lot of people felt, and now some YouTubers have been at fault too. They encourage some people because they have uh they encourage some people because they might have a cute comment in the comment section, or they might make people laugh, or they may be quite entertaining as a fixture in the chat and in the comment section. There's a very stark and staunch difference between just being somebody in the comment section, in the bushes, and being the person on screen. there's a certain level of Teflon that you have to coat yourself with when you do come up on screen. There's a certain level of I know my good friend Jay Wilson says this all the time. Emotional intelligence that one must have in order to become an actual YouTuber. Some people should just stay in Lipstick Alley and get their entire life. Some people belong in Lipstick Alley. That is their place. They can listen, they can slum it up and roll around in the muck and mire as much as they can. They can make every meme, they can concoct every lie they want, every conspiracy theory that they want. They can windmill, fight, fuss, and fight. Because Lipstick Alley is the place for that. Some people, some chats are the place for that, where you can go and you can have all this, that, and the third going on. Okay. Which is why I say some people should have just stayed as fixtures in the chat. And some people should never have decided that they were going to click the button and I'm going to say go live, because these people never make pre-recorded videos, dear God. They decide to always go live. Hey, Nita. Child. Discovering that I've been on Lipstick Alley a few times. I don't care about those people. I don't even I haven't been on Lipstick Alley in about 4 or 5 months. So I don't even care about what goes. I don't think I've been on Lipstick Alley in 2020, if I'm really being honest. Lipstick Alley. Anyway, like I was saying, I look at some of these people, right? I said this before and I'm going to say this again. If this is L Teddy 27's channel, my voice should always ring the loudest because it's my channel. Even if I bring people up on screen, if I decide to have people join the live with me, the first thing I want to do, if I need to maintain order or if I need to reestablish dominance, what do? I click a bitch off in a minute. Go into the background for a minute. This is my channel, not yours. Not that I want to be rude, but I want it to be clear. This is my channel. And yes, I have to be responsible for what is said and not said on my channel. It like today, if I want to talk about people on my channel, I ain't gonna bring nobody up on my channel because I don't want anybody to be confused. I don't need nobody to amen me. I don't need nobody to back me up. And you go on some of these people's platforms or graves, as some people have, and you sit in the bushes and you watch. And I'm like, okay, the person up here in the top left corner is saying the least, and all these other people in all of the other parts of the screen is saying way more than the person whose channel it is. Everybody else on screen is, their voice is so much louder than I'm not playing with really me, but their voices are so much louder than the person whose channel it is. They get to spew all of their venom, vitriol, fuck shit, fuctitude, and fuckery all over the YouTube streets. Then, when someone sees whose channel it is, and somebody decides to say, "Oh, I'm gonna drag the bitch who allowed these whores to come on," the person whose channel it is then gets baffled and says, "What are you dragging me for? So and so said that." Hey, stupid whore bitch, you let so and so on there, and you gave them a bigger seat at the table than you had, and you put the table together. I'm not playing with you, Miss Honey. Because if you got a Shonda over there, Miss Honey, we have to have a talk. Anyway, but it baffles the mind. See, this is where you go into wondering where these people went to school and how intelligent some of these people are, because you thought that it was going to be okay. I understand, Belize. Some people do have a takeover spirit, and that's why, as the person whose platform it is, you have to say, "Oh, you want to take over? Okay, get to the background." You have to always have control, because at the end of the day, you're going to be held responsible for what happens on your platform and or grave for those people who have graves instead of platforms. So let me paint this to you how this goes. We're going to make up a content creator. Content creator's name will be Joe Blow. Y'all know that's my name. I love to use. Joe Blow is on live. Joe Blow drops the link in his live. Joe Blow is talking about a situation. Other content creator comes on. Sally Sue comes on. Sally Sue comes on. She starts talking about Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder comes on and is upset that Sally Sue is talking about him. So he clicks the link. So now Bob the Builder is over there cussing out Sally Sue. And Sally Sue and Bob the Builder are over there just cussing each other out for everything it's worth. Joe Blow sitting over there in the corner like this, allowing it to happen. Now, let me help y'all out. Let me be clear, okay? I'm a YouTuber. I'm monetized in every stretch of the imagination, okay? Those lives right there, they don't make them that much money. Don't let these people tell y'all that. The only money they're gonna make from those lives is either if you cash app them or if you super chat them. But if you let them lie to you and let them make you believe that they get money off that live from YouTube, they're lying to you. They ain't making no money off that live from YouTube. YouTube gonna snatch every part of the monetization off that live. You understand what I'm saying to you? So they might make 4 cents off that good live. So all of the money that they're gonna make is going to be either via super chats and or cash apps. Okay, let's just be clear on that. Now, I wanted to clear up that. So, but my point is, this person's sitting over here, like this. Joe Blow, Sally Sue, and Bob the Builder are going in on each other. Now, while Sally Sue and Bob the Builder are going in on each other, guess what happens? Ray Nisha come on to back up Sally Sue. Okay. Ray and Pookie come on to back up Bob the Builder. So now we have an extra 3 people on the live. So now we got 6 people on the live. 5 of those 6 people are yelling, screaming, cussing each other out for everything that they're worth. Joe Blow's sitting up there like this. Now, when that live is over, after all of the kicking and screaming and fussing and fighting is over with, somebody gonna get on their platform and drag Joe Blow for everything he's worth. And he earned it. He deserves it. He deserves it. Because you sat there, you allowed it to happen. You sat there, you let all of these things happen. Because see what happens in the interim of all of that going on, everything that's going on, and this yelling, kicking, and screaming, they're not just going to address Sally Sue and Bob the Builder. They're going to address other people who they also had issues with. And so there are going to be other casualties of war. There'll be other people that's drug into the situation. And that other person ain't just going to drag Sally Sue and Bob the Builder and Ray Nisha and Ray and Pookie. They're going to drag Joe Blow, because all of this happened on Joe Blow's platform. And then Joe Blow wants to get in his feelings and be mad that people are dragging him. Hey, Joe Blow, you allowed this to happen. You know what else I'm going to say? Joe Blow, You can't preach to me that you're self-righteous. You can't preach to me that you're the person and you're the bastion of, oh, you need to listen to me because I'm always going to tell you the right thing to do. But everybody you hang around, everybody you mod for are troglodytes. Everybody you mod for is out there kicking, screaming, and windmilling in the YouTube streets. Every single person that you're aligned with and you mod for and you are all up in their chats is yelling, kicking, and screaming, doing roundhouse kicks, windmilling for the gods in the YouTube streets. And then you want to get on your platform and act holier than thou and pious and talk about how, oh, I'm going to be neutral. Oh, I'm not here for the mess. I'm going to stay out of it. No, you're not staying out of it. No, you like this. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. You can't come off as trying to be the holier than thou one when everyone around you is dirty. That shoe is going to hit a couple people. That's the shoe that's going to fit a couple people. Because you know what that means? Even if I was to go with your whole notion that you are, trying to help people and tell people what the right thing to do, obviously they're not listening. Obviously, they don't respect you enough to take what you have to say to heart. Obviously, you don't carry the weight that you think that you carry amongst these people because everything you're saying to them is going in one ear, not the other. I wouldn't even hang around these people. I wouldn't even associate with people like that anymore. If I knew that I could not call my friend and whisper wise counsel, and I'm not saying every time my friend is going to take my advice, but they shouldn't always not take my advice. Which spray bottle? What spray bottle? Oh, this spray bottle. Oh, that's right. You all in my house. Don't worry about what's in my spray bottle. All in my house. God. If you must know, what happened was I was looking for some of the Clorox spray, and Publix and Walmart and Target and everyone didn't have it, but they had like the big container of the solution without the spray. So after a while, I said, "Fuck it!" I just bought the spray bottle, and I bought an empty spray bottle, and then I poured the solution in the spray bottle, and then I have the Clorox spray, and now I don't have to go and look for the actual spray itself. I have it with my own spray bottle. Okay, God, all of it in my house. Oh, anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna say that it, a lot of these people that you see is they don't deserve to have a channel. They call themselves having a platform, and I meant what I said. They have graves, platforms you look up to, graves you look down to, and many of these people you have to look down on them. So they have graves, not platforms. So so what happens is this. They get life by being a person in the chat that gets a couple good laughs. They click the button and they don't know how to become a YouTuber. They don't know how to make the transition from being someone in the chat to being someone on an actual platform, knowing that you cannot respond to any and everything. Because if you respond to any and everything, you will be responding all of the time. You won't have real content. You will just have response videos to people. What are we talking? Like, why are you here? I mean, but these are the lessers of us. These are the lessers of us. These are the lessers of us. Hold on. Let me get some some more of this good ice cream before I say some things. I saw something on the live earlier today that sickened me, and it sickened me um to a point where I was chatting with my with the Treasure kids. We were chatting and texting, and they were like, "It ain't even worth it, don't." And I did not, engage, and I did not respond. But I'm going to talk about the situation as a whole. I'm not going to talk about the specific situation or the specific person. I'm just going to talk about, give an example of the situation. When people do bad things and have bad behavior, what does it say about you if you always are explaining away their bad behavior? Like, I'll give you an example. If you got a son or daughter that's 8 years old, let's say you have a son or daughter that's 8 years old, and your son or daughter still wets the bed and still poops in the bed, and they don't, and you've already had them go to the doctor. They don't have any physiological issues. Um, they don't. They're not mentally challenged, although there may be some psychological things going on with that. Um, and rather than you figured out it's not a physiological issue, the doctor said go see a psychiatrist and or psychologist, and see if it's something you can have worked out on the mental end because it's not anything physiologically, rather than you saying, okay, I'm gonna get this worked out for my child for the rest of that child's rearing. You decide, I'm just going to explain away this bad behavior. I'm just, every time he pees or defecates in the bed, you say, oh, that's just him, just ignore it, that's just him, that's just what he does. Oh, that's just a him thing. No, and that's okay with you. But you got a 8, 9-year-old child that is still defecating in bed, and you're explaining it away, and you want people to be okay with that, and you haven't gone to try and get him help. What are we talking about here? And I kind of saw that on a live today, where there was a person on screen, and they were being one of the lessers of us. They were, defecating all over the screen. Dear God above, you know, they were, shitting all over the place, trying to butcher the English language, acting as if they had commentary on someone's live. And the people on screen who knew better knew that what the person was doing was wrong, was not good, was bad. And rather than them try to correct the person, try to chastise that person, or try to make the person do right, they'd rather say, oh, that's just who they are. Don't worry about it. They do that all the time. That's okay. Well, you going over there and you let little Johnny sit in your house. Let little Johnny sit in your house and pee in your bed and shit all over your bed and stuff like that. I'm just saying. Because last time I checked, most adults who have children don't let their children shit and pee in the bed. But these are the things that are allowed and now that are okay. But you can't even come to my house and use the bathroom and miss the toilet without me saying, hey, somebody went to the bathroom and missed the toilet and didn't wipe it up. You know what I'm saying? Much less you talk about you shitting and being in the bed. You kidding me? But this is what happens when people who should stay subscribers try to create platforms. Just because you like to sing in the shower in the bathroom doesn't mean you should have an album or should try and be a singer. Stay in the bathroom, singing in the shower. We're not buying your album. Just because you go over to your local elementary school where they have the 8 foot pole basketball hoops instead of the 10 foot basketball hoops, and you make a couple shots over there on the 8 foot basketball hoop, and you feeling good about yourself, that don't mean you need to be on the NBA, in the NBA. That don't mean people want to watch you play basketball. And some of the lessers of us should have stayed in the chat. And let me say this. If you find yourself windmilling and fighting people as a YouTuber more than you find yourself actually doing your content, you can't blame anyone else. The problem is you and not them. Let me say that again. Let me reiterate that. If you find that as a YouTuber, or as you people call it, content creator, that you are fighting with people and cussing people out and windmilling more than you are addressing the content that you came on here to address, the problem is you and not the people you're fighting with. If the people who you hang around and the people you associate with and the people you align with are fighting and windmilling more than they are creating content or, putting out good content, you need to choose better friends. You need to choose a better circle. You need to align with better people, because you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to get drugged into these fights. And you'll find yourself creating more videos where you're fighting and windmilling than you do actually making the content that you're supposed to be making here on YouTube. I'm just saying. I could be wrong about this, y'all. I could be way off in left field. But I'm just saying. 98.5% of the people who you see did not come on YouTube to come out here windmilling. That's not why they came. There is about the 1.5% that did, and that 1.5% are definitely the lessers of us. The people who tell you that they came on in YouTube to be a part of the beef sector are not people who you watch, because people who ended up in the beef sector, this is not why they came. It's not why they came. And if you came to YouTube to beef, fuss, and fight, then that tells me a lot about who you are as a person. That tells me a lot about your intelligence. And what that tells me is you need to be you need to go to one of them states where they have voluntary vasectomies and hysterectomies, where they, stop you from being able to add to the gene pool, because we don't need no more of you people. Hey, Lynn, doing the do. Hey, wonderful January. But there's the problem. The people who I align with, you see us making great content. Look at Really BTV. Phenomenal Black queen, makes great content. She comes on do her lives. She has intellectual lives. She has lives where she get a little messy with reality TV and the housewives and stuff like that. She does her reviews. She does a lot of great things. Look at big sis Abby. Abby comes on her lives. She does her get ready with me's. She does phenomenal makeup tutorials every day. Does her thing. Does reviews and things like that. Look at Jada. Jada comes on his live, does pop culture, celebrity gossip. He plays with his Legos. He plays with his editing software and things like that. Look at little bro Terrance giving you the real tea. He's gonna get on live and drag a housewife for everything they work, because that's what you do when you review the housewives. He's gonna get on and talk celebrity news and gag you. Me and him gonna get on a live or two and talk about how horrible Norfolk State band is and how horrible Southern's band is, and how great the Marching 100 is. See, these are things that we do. These are the people who I align myself with. I'm not going down this road with you, Miss Honey. You'll find out when you need to find out, Miss Honey. Anyway, but do you see what I mean? What does it say about you as a person? I thought that you would like that comment, Terrance. I thought that you would like my Norfolk State comment. Behold the green and gold, dear God. Lord help us. Which is my point, Belize. I'm glad you say that again for the people in the back, which means that they have no talent. That means that you have no talent. If everybody you hang around is being messy, if everybody you hang around is windmilling, I got a news flash for you. You in the middle of that fight too. If you are if you are walking down the street with a group of your friends and people you associate with, and everybody in your group is in a fight, guess who in a fight as well? You are too. And you can't sit in the middle talk about, oh, I ain't in no fight. I ain't in this. I'm just gonna let them fight. Oh no, bitch, you in a fight. Because guess what? Somebody gonna throw a rock or a straight hand or elbow is gonna hit you too. And rightfully so. Because you hung around people who likes to fight. Now, that doesn't mean that every now and again anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again, some bitch will come for you, bitch will hit you. And then you have to go out there and let them and remind them, hey, you don't put your hands on me and don't think I ain't gonna drag you. Oh, we will drag you. But that's on an as needed basis. That's on an as needed basis. Exactly. Who has time to be swinging all day? Every now and again, you might have a day where you say, "Oh, I got time today." But if you're doing that every day, how are you gainfully employed? Child. Thank you so thank you so much for your membership, Nita. It is much obliged and much appreciated. Child, I wonder for the length and amount of time that some of these people be up on the YouTube streets. When do you go to work? There's a question. When do you work? Or is it the fact that the rest of us productive citizens in the workforce are, supplying your every need because you are on some type of assistance and we're supplying your every need, dear God, help us. So you can stay home all day. Lord. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. And we talking about people who still in working age groups. Working age is 62 or younger. Now, they say, once you get to be about 62, that's generally retirement age. Most of the people we talking about ain't near 60 yet. But they got all this time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just had to say some things about this because if the shoe fits, it's time for you to reassess some things. It's really time for you to reassess some things. It's time. I'm so glad I'm aligned with the right people. People who do the right thing. Aren't you glad? I know really B and Abby and Jada are always so glad to say, "Oh, that's my little bro. That's my dog." I know. I'm a great friend. I know y'all love me, as really B simultaneously gives me a sad and sickening side eye. Mm. But yes. Anyway, Terrance, are you still in the chat? Yeah, you still in the chat, Terrance. Terrance, I saw your post that you posted today. Terrance, bring your ass up in here. Let me drop this link for you, Terrance. Bring your ass up in here. Cause you still got a whole lot of smoke to say about that whore, Monique. Bring your ass in here and defend that trollop that you always windmilling for. Anyway, pumpkin. People eat pumpkin. Black people eat pumpkin. Wait, what? Are we still doing pumpkin anything? Black people do pumpkin stuff? Child. Child. I didn't think black people ate pumpkin. But I guess. I'm probably the same black people who put too much cinnamon and nutmeg in they sweet potato pies. Like, ugh. Why are you ruining this sweet potato pie with all this nutmeg? Oh, that was the story that I said that I was going to bring to you. In things, in more things that we did not ask for, and things that Karen and her friends have sprung across, have unsheathed amongst us. Hey, Krispies. Did y'all know that Kraft Cheese and Macaroni said they're adding pumpkin spice to the cheese and macaroni? I'm not here for this. Karen. Nobody asked for you all to put pumpkin spice in Kraft Cheese and Macaroni. Is you ready in the background, sir? Because we could do this. We could behold all your greens and golds.
So little birdie told me that you sent for me. What you want,
I
girl?
did. And the little birdie was right. I hope he pooped on your head as he told you after he delivered the message. Hey, Chef. Chef, I hit you up the other day and you ignored my call. I'm gonna hit you up later when I get off, Chef, because you be getting real out of pocket, Chef. I love you to death, Chef. Y'all know Chef is my boo in my head. In my head, we boos. In my head. That's my boyfriend in my head, Chef. Anyway.
I'm not defending Monique. Okay, all I'm saying is
No, I'm
Candace
talking
ain't
about
no
I
victim.
saw your video or the snippet that you put up on your Instagram talking about how Giselle and Wendy and Robin can say anything to how dare they say anything to Monique for her level brand of fuckery.
Yeah, that's the truth. And here's why I say that. Here's why I say that. The both of them had the responsibility to de-escalate the situation, and they did not. So I'm not here for the three of them trying to put all of the blame on Monique's shoulders. That's my issue. If it was a situation where Candace was there and they was both and they was digging in both their asses, I wouldn't have nothing to say. I wouldn't have one damn thing to say. But see, it goes back to what I said before about Giselle just not seeing it for Monique, and Robin is a follower. She's so far up Giselle ass, so far up her pussy. Okay, she damn near is pregnant with Robin at this point. I really wish she would have her own damn mind. It's just but listen, I understand you don't see it for Monique. So you go in and laugh. I get it. I ain't mad.
Well, let me
I
start
ain't
by
mad.
saying I started this season by telling y'all I couldn't stand Candace.
And
Episode
obviously
one.
you can't stand Monique either, because you've
Episode
been looking.
one, I told y'all, hold on. Episode one, I told y'all, I said something about this Candace chick. I can't get with, I don't see it for, and I don't like. Episode two, Monique was added to the list of people who I can't stand because I saw her for who she was. I ain't shit ass motherfucker.
I mean, and you got that. I heavily disagree, but you got that. You got that.
I go all the way back to episode 2.
You
You
got
got,
that.
ooh, Chef, you got a skin straw for me?
You got that. But ooh, yes. What lit? It's this skin straw. Choir minds want to know, honey. You can't talk about that around me. But child,
Hey,
listen.
loving my piece. Hey, Patty Duke. Hey, Ty. Chef. Anyway,
I mean, listen. We gonna
but
see
here's
what
my
next
point,
week got
Terrance.
going.
Here's why I feel like they absolutely can go in on Monique.
Okay.
Because, first of all, you know the platform, you know the show that you're on, okay?
Right.
It's fucking Real Housewives. They're here for
Right.
the shits. They're here for all of the cattiness, all of the fuckery and fucktitude and fuck shit. Great.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, we know Candace ain't shit. That
Hmm.
we know. The bitch ain't shit. But there's a way to handle bitches who ain't shit without having to touch them. If you grown. And I might be with you, Terrance, if it was just a situation where Monique blacked out. And in that situation, Monique just went in after she blacked out and they separated them two. And she saw that Candace didn't want to fight and Candace ain't want no problem. And Monique was like, well, it happened. My bad. I didn't mean for it to happen. I blacked out. You know what? Don't worry. It ain't going to happen no more. But that's not what happened. This whore was still trying to run over there and still drag Candace. And Candace clearly didn't want to fight. Even afterwards, she said, I do it again. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how I look. And my problem with that was you got children. You got a daughter. And as a mother, that's not a good look for a mother to be out here fighting and carrying on, windmilling in the presence of your children, where all your children can sit here and watch this. That's not okay. What else is not okay is even with a show with fuckery, fucktitude, and fuck shit, at no point during a show do you expect for somebody to lay hands on you. That's not what you sign up for. I don't care how much you say somebody eggs somebody on. That is not what you signed up for. You never sign up for that. And then when you do put your hands on somebody, for you to say you have no remorse, I do it again, fuck that shit, and fuck that. I understand we're human. And if she blacked out, I hear you, Chef. That's fine. But in the aftermath, for you to have no remorse and for you to say, you know what, that wasn't a good look. Because even Big Chris told her, baby, that's not a good look. We don't need to have this. We don't need to have none of that going. She's still like, fuck how I look. Fuck all this shit. Bitch, you act like you 16 years old. You're not in high school no more. Where's the maturation process? When are you going to mature out of 10th grade? This is not nuck if you buck season. Baby, you got kids. You could go to jail. You can go to jail. And now your kids got to talk to you behind the acrylic glass because you over here acting like you still in 10th grade. Get your life in order, Monique. And so that's why I was with Monique. And then when they say, no, bitch, get your ass off, because you over here, not only did you want to fight her, you threatened her and say, bitch, I'll kill that bitch. Okay, bitch, you kill her somewhere else. We're not going to keep you on camera. Fuck you. You can leave stage left. We don't need you no more.
And all of that, I totally agree. However, we still cannot absolve Candace from her fuck shit. Candace kept the smoke going. She knew she did not want no parts of Monique even after that because the crazy 88s was around her. She's still talking shit, calling her hood rats, calling her this,
She was
calling
a
her
hood
that.
rat. She was
That
absolutely
was
a
the
hood
reason
rat.
why Monique, and I
She was
understand that
absolutely
because
a hood rat.
I've been in situations where things like that happen and you still got a bitch talking shit. So then it's like, oh, bitch, you still ain't learned your lesson? Fine. So and then not even only that, this has been a long time. This has been going on since last season. Monique been wanting a piece of Candace. So it's not like this is a situation that just happened out of nowhere. This shit been brewing. Candace ain't no innocent party. She not a victim, and I'm with Monique. Why do something if you're gonna apologize for it later? Fuck that. Fuck
Let's be
that.
clear.
If I
Let's be
fight
clear.
somebody, it's because I wanted that bitch. And no, I'm not sorry. And I
But
will
wait
not
a minute,
apologize.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait
Say
a
what
minute.
you
Let's
mean and
just be
mean what you
clear.
say.
This ain't a situation of normal. This ain't a normal situation. Because normally, if you had that kind of smoke for somebody, you will pull up. And Monique had any and every opportunity. She waited for an
She was
opportunity,
gonna do it last year. She couldn't. She was
and
pregnant.
she did not. She's
She
had
was.
so
They
many
wouldn't let her.
opportunities to do it. If she
They
was about
wouldn't
that
let her.
life, she didn't need no cameras to be around. If you clearly about that life, when you see her, it's on site. But it wasn't because you knew, or if you do it on camera, y'all got contracts, y'all got all of these things, you got things to cushion you and things that are going to protect you from legal ramifications. So you do it on camera where you know ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Because we all knew it wasn't gonna go nowhere in court because they both are under contract with Bravo. They sign all kinds of, documentation and paperwork absolving Bravo and whatever for whatever it is. But can't Monique, get your life in order. You're a mother.
Listen, I ain't mad at Monique. I'm not mad at Monique. Now I am.
Literally, you
I
look like
will
you
say
have some
this.
things to say.
I will say this. I wish she would have held her composure. I wish they hadn't have gotten to that point. I wish that they both would have just walked away. But at the end of the day, it's not all Monique's fault. That's my whole thing. Everybody wants it to be all Monique's fault, and I'm sorry. I just don't see it that way. Both of them had a responsibility to de-escalate the situation, and they didn't. You can't put it all off on Monique. I'm sorry, you just can't. If we want to talk about being an adult, in Devon words, adultly, both of them could have got the hell up and walked the hell away. But what you
Not
got to say,
adult.
sis? Because you look like you got something to say. What's that?
I just don't. El Teddy cracked me up. You know why El Teddy cracks me up? Because any other time, real girls do real things. Any other time, words mean things. Any other time, nuck if you buck. Now all of a sudden, Monique is supposed to be the pillar and hold up the mantle for all black women, and she's
Right,
such a horrible woman. And what?
right.
Oh my God, you have children. So fuck what? So what?
I said that if Monique had come out, drug her in that instance, and afterwards said, "You know what? I blacked out. She engaged me. She provoked me, and I gave her what she wanted, and left it at that. And said, you know what? Don't worry about it. It ain't gonna happen no more." I'll be like, you know what, Monique? Fine, it happens. You know what? You had a collapse of judgment, but after the fact, that's where I got to the point
Well,
where
I
Monique.
did
I was
say
like,
that.
Monique, you
I
know
did
that.
say that. I did say that I had a problem with Monique not having any remorse in the immediate aftermath. However, comma, Monique has since said that she is sorry and she
Yeah,
does know that her behavior was inappropriate and she wished she
yeah,
had made a different decision. She has
yeah.
since said that. Now, in the immediate aftermath, she was not sorry, and
And
I
my thing
Right.
was,
don't
and
agree
I'm
with
not
And
even
I
saying
understand that.
I'm not saying she even should have said that maybe
fake
when they were
news.
still at the winery. I feel like after she went home, she had a conversation with Big Chris. And then we know we ain't see that conversation. We know that whole film had to
Yeah,
happen
but I think she was.
probably
I
the
think she
next
was.
day.
I think in the moment, and again,
That was
in
at
the
least,
moment,
I
she
know,
just
the
didn't.
next
She
day
knew she was wrong.
afterwards.
She knew she was wrong. She wasn't ready to
Mhm.
accept it. I just, you know how
Exactly.
that happens. You do it all the damn time. You know how that happens. You know you're
Exactly.
wrong, but you're not really ready to say you're wrong. So
Right,
you know, and so I think she knew she was wrong. She knew she was
right,
inappropriate. She did. She knew it. And again, I wish she had said it, but she wasn't ready to. But I
right.
don't think that one bad decision turns her into this horrible woman. She lost
Exactly.
it. She fucking lost it. And
Exactly.
when you're in the heat of battle, it is what it is.
But
And
okay, but after the battle is over, when
but
the battle is over, that's a
I
great
just
song.
played
When
that
the
part.
battle is
I just
over. I
because
love that song.
here's the thing: the battle wasn't over just because security said the battle was over. Monique was still
Exactly.
hot. Monique
But
was
no,
still
no,
Right.
no,
hot.
no, no. I'm
And just
not even
finish.
talking about that
Hold on. Wait a minute.
situation.
Let me finish. And just because Candace wasn't ready for that fight That don't mean, listen, my brother used to tell me all the time. I used to be like, I ain't scared of you. And my brother used to tell me all the time, being scared ain't never stopped the ass whooping. So just because
Okay.
Candace wrote a check, her behind couldn't cash. I'm
Exactly.
sorry. She just did. Just because
And she did.
just because she wasn't ready to fight Monique don't mean she ain't have an ass whooping coming. Sorry.
I just want
Exactly.
let me let the record show. Let the record show. Hold on. I'm going to say this for the record. For the people in the chat, okay. Really, B and I have had whole ass conversations about this off screen where she and I agreed. She is only on here
Oh, that's not
agreeing with
true. Oh no,
Terrance
it's not. Oh, wait a minute.
because
Oh, hold
it's
up. We ain't
me,
no,
and so she could
no,
antagonize
no,
me on
no.
camera
Me and you
with
have
Terrance.
never
And
agreed on Monique and Candace.
I'm
Now
okay
you're
with that.
lying. Now you're lying on me. Me and you
No,
have
no, no, no. We
never
have.
agreed. When
I
have
wish we
we
could
ever
take our
agreed on Monique
conversation.
and Candace?
Ooh, Terrence, I wish you would.
When? When?
When we talked about this, and you were like, you know what? Monique was wrong and how she handled it afterwards.
I
Now,
said that. I said that yesterday on my live. I said that on my live
but
yesterday.
now,
That
right
we
here, you coming back off of that.
That's not what I'm saying. No, no, no. What I'm saying is you trying to turn her into this horrible person because she made this one
Hmm.
bad decision. That's what I'm saying. I said that
Yeah.
I wish that she had handled the aftermath better. I will wait a minute. Let me
But
hold on. Let me be clear. I 100% understand what Monique did and why she went there. Does that make it
Me
okay?
too.
Does that make it the right decision? I'm not saying that, but I
Right.
understood. And if I were in
Right.
Monique's position, the same thing might have popped off. That
Right.
doesn't make it the right decision. What I'm
Exactly.
saying is, I wish that Monique had allowed herself to de-escalate when they separated her. I wish she had. I really wish they had let Karen go back there because I think
Yeah.
Karen would have been able to talk to her and and de-escalate her. But they
Yeah.
didn't let Karen back there.
well,
And
let me say this.
let me tell you what else
No,
didn't
wait,
help.
man. Let
Let
me
me
tell
tell you
you
what
this.
else didn't
Hold
help.
on. Hold
Candace on
on.
the other side of that door calling
Hold
her a hood
on.
rat bitch. That didn't
Let
help
me
either.
say this.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
say this.
you.
You cannot, first of all, first, second, and third of all.
No.
One of the major issues that I have, and I can't wait to see next week's episode, when you get it, when you get some time, some separation days in between a situation, and then you make up stories about what happened, and you make up false truths about what really happened, and the people who were there try to tell you that's not what happened, that's not how that went, and you still are beholden to your whole wrongness of it all. Then that's why I can understand why they said, "Well, bitch, you need to be off because
But I think it's
you are in
called.
a whole nother situation." The
Hello.
other part about it is too, one, you cannot expect for, like y'all said, Monique to give Candace the hands and snatch Candace and bust her head against the table and beat her down, and Candace just to sit there and just shut up and be silent and not say anything. Ain't nobody gonna do that. I don't care who you are. When you in a fight, whether you win or you lose, in the immediacy of that fight, both parties still gonna be talking. That's just how this works. When you ever saw a fight, even the person that lost just gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you whooped my ass. I'm just glad you whooped my ass. Let me shut up and just be silent and give you what you want." No, bitch. That's not how fights work. That's one.
Okay. So then why are you so surprised about
But
Monique about to run up and do her up again? If that's the situation for Candace, that's the same situation for
I
Monique.
also
If you
fought
still want to
Bravo.
talk
I
shit,
also fought
okay, I can
Bravo
still take it there with your ass.
because Bravo should have took Monique home first. Monique should have been the
Bravo
first
wants
one.
a chat child. They want a view. That's
Um,
why it
oh, I know
went
that.
as
That's what I'm
far as
saying.
it did.
They wanted a view, but don't be upset, Bravo, when what comes with that clicking a view is fuck shit and fuckery. You finna have a whole now you finna open it up because now people gonna expect that all the time. Once you give people a little bit of taste, they're gonna want it more often. They're gonna be like, where's the next fight? When the next
Well,
bitch
listen, they've
give you
been
up?
doing this. This ain't the first time that a Real Housewives franchise had physical
Oh, we know that.
altercation.
Oh, that I
It's
know.
just the first time for this franchise.
For this one, right. That's what I know. And that's why you see the girls are like, oh, I didn't think we would come to this because y'all thought y'all were above it. But then you let hood rat ass. You know know Terrance just as well as I do. The bitch is a hood rat, right up out the hood.
I don't believe
She
she's a
is.
hood rat. I
She even
don't.
told you that. Wait a minute, wait a minute. She even went back and said, "Yeah, I'm out the hood. Yeah, I was one of them. Fight first and ask questions later."
But that don't make her a hood rat just because she got to fight.
Everything we know about her. Remember, she was supposed to be a rapper and have that whole shtick. She's been a hood gutter snipe.
Listen, her and Candace just grew up differently.
Even
Okay,
the hairstyle she had in her confessional with them two little puffs, that doesn't show class. That shows gutter ass hood gutter snipe. Right up out the
listen,
hood.
listen. I don't know why you have so much smoke for Monique. I wish you would
I
show
don't
me
have
on the
nothing for
dog
her.
where Monique hurt you at,
She don't
because
have
I'm
nothing. She
still
don't even
trying
have
to
a
figure
cute
it out.
husband. I don't have nothing for her.
But
She
you
don't even
know,
have a cute
listen,
husband.
my whole thing is, was she wrong? Yes. But was Candace wrong? Yes.
Oh, I'm not
And
saying
this should
Candace is
not
involved
all
either.
fall on Monique's shoulders. That's just my only thing. And I had that, and me and Scotty can attest to that. We had people in our comments all day being upset with us, basically trying to make it seem as if we both were saying that Monique was right for fighting her. I never said that. Like, I don't know what review that they watched, but I never once said in my review that Monique was in the right for putting her hands on Candace. I was the first one who said, just because I like Monique, that don't mean I'm not gonna call her out when she's wrong. Monique was dead ass wrong. All I said was it's not all on Monique because Candace is no angel either. She's no victim. She's not. And everybody is still mad and upset, and I can't believe you feel that way, and this, that, and this. And it's just like, girl, I'm sorry. I just I see things for what it is.
Candace will always be the victim.
Candace ain't no victim child.
Even if you tell me that that Monique was provoked, the only
She was.
provocation that will happen that will make Candace not a victim is if Candace put her hands on Monique. And then Monique proceeded to drag that bitch. Then Candace just cannot be a victim. But if Candace never put her hands on Monique, and I don't care what Monique said, I mean, what Candace said, if Candace did nothing but verbally attack her, my grandmother always taught us growing up, nobody should ever be able to say something to you verbally that causes you to do something to them physically. Because when you go physical, what that means is they got the best of you verbally, and you don't have the mental capacity to get the best of them
That
verbally.
ain't
So
true.
you
That
decide to
ain't
go
true. Monique been
physical.
reading Giselle since season 2. So it's not like Monique can't get with a bitch on reading.
But obviously,
Giselle been
Candace
reading
hit the right
hoes
button.
since
Giselle
season
clearly
2.
did not hit the right buttons.
Yeah, but this is
Obviously,
the
Giselle did
thing.
not hit the right
They
button.
were friends before this show. That's another reason why Monique is so damn pissed with Candace.
And that's another
More so
reason
than
why
she is
Candace
with Giselle, which
can.
I said, but that, and I said that too. Candace and Monique are both dumb because the both of them needs to be mad at Giselle. And honestly, and I hate to say this,
It's Ashley
because I
started this
like
fight.
Ashley, but
Ashley
Ashley did
started this
start the
fight.
situation by running back, telling Giselle that information,
Ashley
which
started the
then told
fight
Giselle
when
to go and get into Monique. So
Ashley
and I
said,
like Ashley, but you know, I feel like first of all, I really feel like she would not have had any type of ammunition to take back had Ashley not opened her mouth about that situation.
y'all let me know if
As
my
much as I
sound
like Ashley.
go bad, because really B just put herself on mute, which probably is gonna mess up my sound. I don't know if my sound is messing up. Y'all let me know in the chat. Anyway, but
So I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like it started from Ashley, but Giselle had a bigger role in stirring the pot. And I feel like instead of them coming against each other, they need to cuss the fuck out of Ashley and beat the shit out of Giselle. That's how I honestly feel. Now, if they would have done that, I wouldn't have nothing to say.
my thing about it is, you know what you signed up for. That's why I'm like, Monique, really, it didn't have. You knew what you were coming on to. You knew what you know they're gonna have. Listen, you're supposed to have 8 or 9 good reads locked and loaded. Whenever you go anywhere with these whores, Anybody who you don't see it for, baby, you have 8 or 9 good reads locked and loaded because you know they're gonna come at your throat. And these housewife situations are situations that are not normal. You got people who truly, some cases, don't like each other that are being forced to interact with each other. If I invite you to event, what's the first question you gonna ask me? Girl, who coming?
Right.
So you know whether or not somebody who you can't stand gonna be there. Because if I say the wrong name, what you gonna be like? I don't see it for her. I don't want to mess up your event. You go ahead and you have that. I won't be there. But you know they got to make their money. They got to make a coin. So Bravo say you gonna have your monkey ass here. And so now you got people who you genuinely don't see it for that don't see it for each other. Now they gotta talk and mix and mingle, and this is how these things happen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just be annoying because people be upset with you over your opinion. Like, I'm not mad at you with your opinion. If you don't see it for Monique, that's fine. I got no issue with that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these fans and these stands and these subscribers, child, if you don't say what they want you to say, girl, they be on your ass like right on right.
But see, it goes back to my point. The reason, I feel like this. First of all, Monique is mad at Candace for a third party. This is a whole ass third party situation. Monique is mad at Candace because Candace is friends with Sharice, and Sharice is the one that put her information out there, not Candace. That's the whole crux of this thing.
Yeah, but you don't think that makes Candace look fishy?
But
she ain't been wanting to be friends with Sharice. Now all of a sudden I fell out with this bitch. Now you rushing to be this whole friend.
Sharice, no. If your problem is with Sharice because Sharice is the one who put the information out there, when you had the opportunity to address this bitch, you don't ceremoniously get up and say, "Oh well, I got to go." But now you want to go over here and pick a fight with Candace, who never spreaded your information, who just became friends with Sharice. And now you taking your energy out that you really got for Sharice out on Candace because
Candace was there doing that whole sit down. That's another reason why
that Candace did not do that. Sharice did that.
Well, technically, Sharice didn't do it either. Her old best friend was a part of that. Her old best friend was the one who was DMing everybody on the cast information about her quote unquote sleeping with the trainer. Now I ain't saying
like there must be some truth to it, because for you to get that upset and that in your feelings,
I mean,
Monique, if that ain't your story, if it ain't no truth to it, you pay it dust. Like, child, I gotta be worried about all that.
I feel the same way. Don't get me wrong.
You got a lot of smoke about a situation that is allegedly not true. Girl, we've been around way too long. We done been around way too long to believe. So obviously, it must be some truth to it. Because you need to have that dog. You need to have that, Chris. Your woman that had a whole ass baby from another man.
No. That baby is Chris's. Now that baby is Chris, and see, that's the thing too. Because when they had to sit down, when Giselle was basically saying, "Oh, we're gonna bring up that she had, whatever with the trainer, and that the baby isn't Chris's." Candace was the one who said, "Well, nobody will believe that story because that baby looked just like Chris." Okay, that's the story that's been going around everybody. That Giselle and Robin was sitting up saying that they was going to bring this up and how that won't that man child. Candace was the one who said, "No, that story ain't gonna work because Chase looked just like Chris, and he does."
I still feel like you got way too much smoke, dear one.
No, I believe it.
I ain't gonna say that the baby is who the baby belonged to, but that trainer was busting you down.
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that she had some type of la going on, with that trainer.
Chris
I
might have a
believe that.
reason to get a DNA test. I think Chris' mama was right about that whore from the beginning. Chris, you should have listened to your mama because your mama ain't never wrong about these things.
The child, please. Chris Mammy was just as worse as Monique is, if you gonna say that. That
Chris
old
Mammy
wannabe
told her to
Krause
tell him the
pussy
right
bitch.
thing.
I
Gutter, a hood gutter rat, know another hood gutter rat when they
but
first
that's why Chris liked Monique. I
because
mean, hey,
he was a hood ass gutter rat like his mama. I see
I
it.
don't think
I see
she's a
it.
gutter rat. I don't. But I do feel like now if she didn't have sex with him, she probably let him smell it. Okay? She
And you
probably
ain't
let him
smelling no
put
feet and
fingers
not
in it or
sticking
something.
it.
They did something.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know what they did, but it was something.
Mind you, she over here spending Big Chris's money left, right, and sideways like he's still in the NFL getting game day paychecks, and he's not. That woman, dropping $200,000 like it's nothing. Girl, your husband ain't got that kind of money like that. With $200,000 ain't nothing.
Girl, for $200,000, that podcast should have been up and running for a whole year now. 200,000 damn dollars. $200,000 and you still can't get your podcast up off the ground. You only sold 20 tickets out of 300, and then you gonna sit up here and try to tell this man he can't ask you no questions about his damn money. Girl, I know you lying. I won't know Monique with that either. Like that was the thing that got me. I said, listen, it has been plenty of times where I won't hear from Monique, and all of y'all still mad.
Are you
I'm
ready to
damned
come
if I
back on
do,
stage,
damned if I don't.
lady? Because you got a whole lot going on in the background and singing in the background. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the whole situation is unfortunate. I wish it hadn't happened, but it did. And now we just need to build a bridge to get the hell over.
You can do
Like,
whatever the hell you want, Ty. I don't care about you.
but me and Really B feel the same. I mean, I'm sorry. It ain't really two against one, but I
Really,
mean, it
B
has
is
to
going to
be
do
still
whatever
name.
she can to be contrary to whatever I say.
Not true,
She's
okay.
a contrarian.
There are times when me and you agree that is not true, but on this one we just don't. We just don't.
You find reasons to
And you
disagree.
the main one that always want to talk about fighting
You
somebody. You the main one.
find reasons to try to disagree with
That's
me.
not true. That is so not true. I be wanting to agree with you. I really do.
No, you don't.
wanting
No,
to
you
agree
don't.
with you. I
You
want
don't.
to agree with you. You make it
Miss
hard.
Honey, can you show me? Because I need to make sure this ain't the truth. You know the trolls in the back.
You make it hard.
Miss Honey, you is that you in the background? Put in the chat, Miss Honey, if that's you in the background.
Come on, Ty. Come on, boo.
Yeah, Ty probably agree with us too. Shit.
Now, now Ty's the one. If you say black, he gonna say white. I don't do that. I will try. Listen, I be wanting to agree with you.
No, you don't.
You make it hard.
No, you don't.
So hard.
No,
I
you
mean,
don't.
everything you say, you make really great points, but I'm sorry. I'm not putting this all on Monique. All of this is not on Monique's shoulders. It's not. And Candace ain't no damn victim. I don't care what y'all say. Candace ain't nobody victim. She not.
What?
Hey, Ty.
Ty, you look good.
Hey, Miss Honey.
You looking kind of sexy over there today.
Don't lie to him.
Hon.
Like somebody's old uncle.
It's the lighting. You look
Yes.
good, boo.
He looks like someone's uncle.
I got 3 of these motherfuckers up here.
I know
Hey,
that's
everybody.
right. Hey, Miss Honey, what's up,
Hey,
girl?
Miss Honey.
Miss Honey.
Hey, listen, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off because, you know, I've been drinking and I get really inappropriate and Ty is looking real good. So I'm just going to say this.
I mean, this is the house of debauchery.
For the debate.
This is the house of debauchery.
No,
And
you know,
we
I get next level with it. But listen,
we have corner culture over here. Hashtag corner culture over here.
listen, you cannot come at somebody with the slick mouth and you not ready. I don't care whether you on a show. I don't care whether you at the corner store. I don't care if you sitting in a crowd of people where you feel like everything is copacetic. Maybe they all square. You don't know how somebody gonna pop off. You don't know how somebody gonna pop off. That's why you need to watch what you saying, or you need to be ready to fight. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. That's like playing the dozens. Like everybody might be cool with your mama jokes, but it's one or two of them ninjas in there that might go to their trunk on you. And you got to be ready for that. Or you got to know the crowd you messing with.
But
Now,
that goes to my point with
Monique,
Monique.
I gave Monique a little slack. And the reason why I gave Monique some slack is because, yeah, she could have de-escalated, but at the same time, you got to look at the combined pressures that's on an individual. She's a mom of three. Her baby ain't but her youngest
That
baby
woman
ain't
ain't
but
even
three
taking
months
care of them
old. But
kids.
let
She
me
too busy taking care of a goddamn bird than she is
listen,
taking care
yeah,
of her
but
goddamn kids.
listen,
She
but
got
the
four or
bird is
five
potty
daddies.
trained. Monique is a bad bitch, and I'm not gonna let you take away from her, Teddy. Monique is a bad bitch, and
Right.
her
She's bad at
confessional
it.
looks, be bad as hell. I don't care what nobody say.
No.
She
To me, I think
one
if
of the
I'm
few
comparing
real
confessional looks, Candace got
housewives
better
in the
confessional
entire
looks than
franchise.
Monique.
She's one of the few real housewives in the entire franchise. Beverly Hills, a whole nine, right? Like the girl handled her business. Yeah, she's spending Chris money, but she also managing all of their businesses, all of their rental properties, all of that stuff. The girl got a lot of pressure on
From
her.
what I understand,
Okay.
she has a
And
management company that does
but
that.
listen, Teddy, and when you got somebody that you've been coming at from all sides like that, like even though Candace might not have let the information, she might not have pushed the information that she was being given by Sharice and all that stuff. She saw how all of them was coming for her, coming for
Thank
Monique,
you.
and you supposed to be her girl. You supposed to
Thank
be her
you.
girl, right, wrong, or indifferent. And instead of you putting your foot down and saying, "Oh hell no, y'all not finna come in my girl. Let me call my girl and let my girl know what's up." You don't do that. You keep trying to run with the green-eyed monsters. And so guess what you get? You get
Thank
bust in
you.
your mouth. You get your
Nothing
your
you
your
First
but.
of
block brought.
all, first
Nothing
of
you
all, first
Thank
of
you.
all of the the carrier of the bones and carrying of that did not happen through Candace. Now, if Monique want
But
to be mad
Candace
with
was her only.
I'm with
Candace out of
Terrance.
all of
If
them was
she
her
want to fight
friend
a bitch,
though.
you
Thank
go
you,
fight
Miss Honey.
Giselle. You go fight Giselle. You wanted to fight
Yeah,
Candace.
but Teddy,
Candace is that
that's
easy.
just like if
but she
all of
needed
us
no
was doing a
expectation from
reality
that.
show and I was sitting amongst Ty and really being Miss Honey. And they said, well, this is what we gonna do to take that bitch ass nigga out. We don't want him
Exactly.
around us. We don't want him involved, yada, yada, yada. And then you find out later on down the line. Now, while I didn't add nothing to what they had going on, but you knew I was there. And me and you was friends before all of this. You not gonna feel no type of way about me. You not gonna be like Terrance. Me and you need to have a discussion. We
But
need to
guess
sit
what?
down and
But
talk
guess what, Terrence?
because
And let me tell
for
you,
you to be
oh,
there
you
and
agree
not
with
tell
my
me
point, Terrence.
nothing, that's a
This
problem.
is why. This is why Monique is an ain't shit ass motherfucker. Cause just like you said, you would come to my monkey ass and tell me, "Hey, El Teddy, your ass over there sitting with these motherfuckers talking about me. You need to tell me about that." Monique never did that to Candace. She never tried to address the Sharice situation with Candace. She went around
Yeah,
it.
she
She
kind of did.
always
She
skirted
did.
around it.
She
She
did.
said, "That's
Candace
your
never
friend
wanted to
on the
talk about it.
side, though. If that is her
She
Didn't
did.
friend,
she
I don't
Candace
apologize?
got no
never
business."
wanted
She
to talk
never
about
tried
it.
to
Didn't
explain
they
it.
talk about that and she apologized?
Always pussyfooted around it.
I think
Candace never
I'm
wanted to
sorry.
talk about it. That's
Mm-mm.
why Monique always says she always wants things done on her time. That's where that came from.
I thought they spoke about it and she
What's that really mean?
apologized.
So what I'm gonna say is I agree with that part of it. That there were times like when they were getting drunk with Karen, when Karen was taking all them shots, and Karen wanted to have a conversation, and Monique was like, "Well, I just want to enjoy the moment. Let's talk about it later." There were times when the conversation could have been had, but again, my issue is we're getting diluted because we're getting sidetracked. It doesn't change the fact. And El Teddy, let me say this, and I may not know you. I ain't known you for 20 years and all of that, but I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that a person that you already have some sort of beef with gets in your face, puts their fingers in your wait, let me finish. Puts their fingers in your face and speaks at a loud volume, and you tell them, "I'm gonna need you to back up. I'm gonna need you to get your fingers out of my face." And their response to you is, "What you gonna do? Punch me?" Well, then punch me then. Well, then punch me then. I refuse to believe that situation. You, yes, are a mature young man. But I
Let
refuse
me
to say
let me
automatically make
gather
the
these
decision. I
comments.
refuse to believe it. Ty, you
First of
know it better
all,
than I do.
I'm with you on certain situation, but the caveat that we're all neglecting in all of this is, and
I'm
Terrence,
not
you brought
neglecting
this up
it.
earlier.
Mm.
The thing that's being neglected is, Terrence, you said they were friends before this.
Mm.
They were friends.
And my point is this: if y'all been friends X amount of time and y'all been friends before this, you disrespect me as my friend if you got an issue with me that's that deep rooted and you never come to me directly with it. That's how I first got to the Monica ain't shit ass motherfucker. Because if
She
you are
tried to
genuinely my
talk to
friend,
her about it.
wait, nope, hold on, because I let y'all get all of that mess out. So let me say this. If that is your friend and you got that, because this is a deep issue for her, as you can see, and you got that much of a problem, you supposed to snatch your friend to the side and say, we can talk about this off camera.
But
Or
Candace wouldn't take her
we
calls,
can talk
Teddy.
about this
Thank
one
you.
on
She
one.
Candace
tried.
wouldn't take her calls, Teddy. She
She
tried to talk
tried
the
to
girl
talk to
sidebar,
her
but she
about
wouldn't take
that.
her. Why does
She
Ty
would
have
not
his
do
shirt
it.
on? Is it cold in your house, Ty? You don't need
Why
that
does he
shirt on.
have his
You don't
shirt
need
on?
that
He needs
pesky
to have
shirt
his
on.
shirt on.
He doesn't need that pesky shirt on.
And that's what
And
I'm
I
That's
saying.
right.
understood
That's
why
right.
Monique
You,
was mad because it's
Don't be a
like,
hater,
damn,
Teddy.
bitch, you couldn't call me and tell me what this meeting was about. I had to hear about this from Karen.
I know you better put that shirt on if you know, like I know, Ty. You better put that guy. Me and you have a history on
Let
this
us
channel.
just see a
Okay,
little bit,
let's
In
Teddy.
your
Let us just see a
media.
little
I'm
bit
not.
before he
But
put it back on.
now, Teddy, can I say something serious? And I
Go
want to
ahead. Go
say,
ahead.
okay, and I'm. This is a dead ass serious statement I'm about to
Right,
make.
his nudity. Go ahead.
Dead ass statement. We can have a debate and we can have a conversation, but I'm not about to sit here. We're not gonna call people animals and say they need to be in the zoo. We're not doing that
Who said that?
because that's a little borderline for me. So
There must be
Say it
somebody in the
again.
comments.
What you say, really?
I said we don't need to be calling people animals saying that they belong in the zoo. To me, that's
I
a
don't
little borderline. That's a
listen.
little borderline.
Really be. Let me make this statement. And my people in my chat know I don't play. I don't question my moderators. If you get blocked or timed out by a moderator, please don't come to me. Don't ask me no questions
And we can
because
debate
my
it all day
moderators
long,
know
but I
me.
just think we're going. That's a little to me. That's a little borderline when we start
Yeah,
calling
me
I
people
don't.
too.
My
animals.
moderators they know me. Do not act. Don't question me. Don't ask me no questions. If you get timed out or blocked by a moderator, there's nothing. There's no conversation you need to have with me. You need to talk to one of my moderators, and maybe they
And the
can talk.
reality is, here's the thing. And again, a lot of it is murky because we don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. But what we do know is that Candace was indulging in behavior
Thank
um
you.
that was not what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Loyal to Monique as her friend. And all I'm gonna say is this, El Teddy, if I did the kind of shit to you that Candace is accused of doing to Monique, me and you would have beef with me too. And I probably
But
would not
wait a minute. But wait a minute.
I wouldn't have no
Before we
bad
had
blood.
beef, I would have already talked to you about it.
But
And even if
Candace
you
wouldn't
didn't want
take
it,
her
even if
call.
you didn't want it, no, no. Even if you didn't
Come
want to
and
take my call,
talk
guess
to
what I'm
me.
gonna do? Hey, boo.
I'm really
And then if you don't want to take my phone calls, we have a whole ass show together. And when we get on this show, when we get on this motherfucking show, or we gonna have the conversation, I'll be like, hey, bitch, you ain't want to take my phone call when we was off the show. Now we on the show, bitch. What's up? Because I need to know about this
Yeah,
situation.
but that's what you would do. You can't put off what you would do on what
But
somebody
then
else
don't
does.
try to tell me that she
Monique
did not have
tried
the
and tried, and some
opportunity to
people
have a
just get tired of
conversation with
trying.
her. Don't tell
Yeah,
me
but
she
some people
didn't have
just
an
get
opportunity to
tired
have
of
a conversation.
trying and they just be like, fuck it, I don't fuck with her. I'm not gonna deal with her. I'm not gonna talk to her. I don't want to be nowhere around her. That's just how some people are.
neither.
Like me and you would have done that. Me and you would have knocked on that bitch door. But I couldn't expect Ty to react like that. I couldn't expect
But
Willie D to react like that.
Teddy talking like he would knock on somebody's door. That's my whole point, is that if I did try to step to you through text or through calling you and you don't answer, but then you will still keep coming out your mouth slicking me. I mean, you giving me no choice. I'm gonna have to check you, boo, especially
I don't
if
remember the
I'm not
only
with all
time
them
I
words
remember
and
her
stuff.
coming slick at Monique was at this winery. Before the winery, it wasn't a whole lot of slick talk between the two of them.
Yeah, it was. It was after the first episode down to Ashley's restaurant when Monique tried to talk to her then.
But I
And
fight
she
who? What
cussed
I
and
do?
she
What
cussed
I,
Monique
what I
out and
fight
told
who?
her, no, don't touch me. Don't
I
hug
think
me. I
when
don't
it
want to
really
talk to you.
sunk into Monique that Candace really wasn't her girl, she got that much more upset. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then she felt like, okay, well, this a bitch I can't be friendly with. This a bitch I can't just talk weird sidebar. This bitch is really coming from my throat. She coming from my family's throat. So
Hmm.
let me rag that ass, put that
She
head
coming
on the
for your
table a
family
couple
throat
of
because
times and
she's.
rock that wig and let
Hey,
her
watch this.
know
She
I'm
coming
not
for
the
your
one.
family throat because your
Patty,
family includes that trainer, and you don't want nobody to know.
Patty,
But
do
see,
who? You asked me who
I
would I
think you
fight? Would I
being
fight El Teddy? I already fought El Teddy when we was down in Atlanta. You ain't see that video?
that's another reason
Because
why
El
she's
Teddy
so
don't fight.
damn
I
mad
fight. I
at
fall around
Candace.
and get paralyzed.
Because
I think you being
Monique
hypocritical,
isn't
L
really
Teddy.
expecting much from Giselle. Monique already knows Giselle for her works.
That's
You,
right.
however, you've been my friend before these bitches. It's because of me you're even around these hoes. And you gonna turn on me and be up and kiki and frolic around with these bitches and not tell me anything, not give me some type of smoke signals of what they got going on. Not like that. That's why, and
And
as
and
mad
that's
as
why
I
I'm like,
am,
I'm okay with that. Listen, I don't want y'all to negate the fact. I'm like this. If you are my friend, if Candace and Monique were friends, and I saw that Karen even talked about that because Karen was like, I don't want to pick sides because we all been friends before this, that, and the third.
I
And I
think Cam
get
really
that.
loves both of them.
But I feel like this. I don't. If you are my friend and we were friends before I draw that line in the sand where we go from being friend to being foe, we are going to have a conversation, whether or not you want to have a conversation. If we get to the point where if you're my friend and you're ignoring my phone calls and my texts, then we probably are not friends. And when I see you publicly, we gonna have a conversation. And Candace and Monique had seen each other so many times publicly where there could have been a pull to the side. Hey girl, let me talk to you. Hey bitch, I've been trying to talk
Say
to you
this.
about this.
I'm gonna
This
say
is
this.
a
I'm gonna
problem
say
for
this.
me.
From what we saw on screen, I agree with you because so much of it is just not on camera. But from what we saw
right?
on screen, I agree with you. And again, I even agree that I was disappointed in how Monique acted in the aftermath. But
Yeah.
in the moment, I'm not
And
saying
like I said, and I don't want people to get
I just
confused. In
understand.
the moment a drag session happens, you know what I'm saying? The people are human. Humans fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with if you say I blacked out, I drugged that bitch because she had done got on my nerves and I had to track that bitch. Okay, fine. But even and when you're days and days afterwards and you still are like, I drugged that bitch. I meant to drag her. I ain't remorseful for it, and I drag that bitch again. And I don't see no problem with me dragging her. Then I'm like, well, girl, come on now. Especially, I didn't like that you got your daughter right here in the room with you when you
Yeah, I
have
didn't like
a
that. I didn't
conversation
like that either. I
with
didn't
I
like
didn't like that either.
your husband
But
telling
I'm
you,
still not
hey,
gonna
this
hold
is
her feet
not a
to the
good
flame
look.
on that because in that moment she's still pissed. If I was Candace, I wouldn't want no apology from you because I know it ain't genuine. You only apologizing because everybody telling you that you should. No, I want you to apologize to me if you really feel like, yo, it don't matter what you did. Me and you was friends before any of this. My bad. I shouldn't have done that. But I don't want you apologizing to me simply because people making you feel bad about it. Fuck
Which
that shit.
I see your hand really beat, and that goes to my point, which makes you someone who I don't want to be around. You are someone who probably should not be on screen. If your thought is I'm gonna nuck if you buck when I want to, the screen is not for everybody. The show is not and should not be for everybody. And if that is how you are built, then you probably should not be on screen. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely. Go ahead, really be.
no. Two. Okay, so I had. Oh shoot, what I do? Real quick, I just wanted to say a couple of things. One, hey Ty, why you being so quiet, boo?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
He's over
So
there. He put something in his chair that he sat on top of and let enter him, and
I
he's
think
just
I
enjoying
think
all of
it
it.
It
is.
was my Shondo. My Shondo was what he sat on top of.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let
Go
me get
easy
back
on
on
my
camera.
Shondo, Ty. Don't be so hard on the Shondo.
Okay, well, how big is your Shondo, Miss Honey? Because
Be
we fast
gentle.
forward
I am
about
con-
it.
Because I know my friend Ty, and he has size criteria. I know my dog. He
Me
has
too.
size criteria.
Be gentle, Ty. Be gentle on the Shondo.
My dog has size criteria.
Okay. The other thing I want to say is I'm getting ready to hop off of here. I'm going live. I set my live at
So
6:15.
six,
So if I need to push it back,
okay,
just
no. Good, you're fine. We'll be off by
I
six
have a few
fifteen.
things I got to do before I go live. So I'm jumping off. Thank you for allowing me to come on. Thank you for the chat. Miss Patty Duke, I still wasn't sure clear about your question, but you can, girl, you can hit me in my comments. You can ask me later. Miss Honey, always a pleasure. Lil Bro, T, always a pleasure. Hey, Ty. Bye, El Teddy. Outside
Hey,
the
what's up?
Hey, I'll be over
What's
there.
good, Jonathan? What's good, Fi?
Okay, Teddy, listen, I'm going too, but I just want to say this. I don't like it that you don't have no give. It bothers me. And it's
No
not the
what?
first time I've seen it where you just won't concede. Like if you have to if you're gonna give benefit of the doubt to Candace, you have to give it also to
Oh, I'm
Monique.
not giving
And
Candace no
consider
benefit of the doubt.
but
Please, let's
listen
be
what I'm
clear.
saying. You have to consider all sides of a situation.
Oh,
That's the only
I
way
don't
you can
give
have a
Candace anything.
really
The bitch
fair
Candace ain't
debate.
shit.
No, but listen
Candace
what I'm
ain't
saying.
shit.
Listen what I'm saying. I agree. Candace is not shit. We do agree on that. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is if you're going to give benefit of the doubt, give it to everybody because we don't really know what's going on in the background. We really won't know until, let's say, the reunion. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more. But until then, everybody gets a little leeway. And especially because I've been to a place where somebody had pushed me too far. And even though I'm not really a fighter like that, before you know it, you be done grab the bitch throat. But listen, let me go on. Let me go on. Giving, I think your lips are beautiful. Um, Ty, you could at least roll those sleeves up so that we can see your guns.
God know I'm ready with
Tedicus,
buttons
you
remove
know I love you,
crazy.
Tedicus. I love that I can be debaucherous over here. It's everything to
Oh
me.
yeah,
You
that's what we
take good
do.
care, okay? And I do still think that that's Glide in that spray bottle, but we're gonna go with
Hey, not
antibacterial
glad. That's my
spray.
mama.
We're gonna
Nobody
go
puts
with
lube in the
antibacterial
spray
spray. Let's just
bottle.
go with that. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
No,
Okay. I love you
you
guys.
don't spray lube.
Love
You
you too,
you
boo.
use
Yes, you
the
do
little
spray lube,
thing.
especially when you have a busy
No,
Grand
if
Central
you're
type
using lube that
situation.
sprays, that's not the good kind of lube. Lube, you supposed to, have the little thing that squish it out like
Oh,
lotion.
honey, you have to catch up with 2020. Lube can also be sprayed, darling.
No, we
Lube
don't
can
spray
also be
lube. Wait a
sprayed.
minute. Hands if you use lube that sprays. I'll wait.
If you work in the porn game, you use spray lube. Everybody knows that,
Mm-mm.
Teddy. Come on. You know what?
I
Sometimes
got
you can
friends
be
in the
just
porn game, and
I
they don't
You
hate
know
it
use
when
what?
you're
That
acting
probably wouldn't be
genteel.
such a
I
bad
hate it when
idea.
you're acting genteel, Tedicus. Quit trying to be so fragile. You
I'm
know,
not,
lube
but we
can be
don't use
sprayed.
lube, at least in our world. And
Lube
Terrence and
can
Ty
be
concur.
sprayed. I've been in your
We don't
world.
use
Lube
lube
can be
that's
sprayed,
sprayed.
Teddy. Lube can be sprayed, especially
Peace and
when the
love to
train is coming.
everyone.
All the wheels got to be oiled. Okay, you guys, I love you. Goodbye.
Love you too. Miss Honey is a mess.
I love it. Thank you for coming on, Miss Honey. Child.
No, but Teddy, I don't want you to think we beating you up on your opinion.
Oh no, I
I
don't never
agree.
feel like I'm getting beat up. Y'all know I can handle. I got
I,
a strong
you
back.
know, I agree. Monique definitely could have handled things differently. I totally agree on that. I do. She could have handled things differently afterwards. I totally agree on that. I don't want you to think I don't. But
My only issue, my real issue with Monique, I didn't have a real problem with Monique until the aftermath. When I watched the aftermath, that's what made me be like, really, Monique, really. The immediacy of the fight, I was like, these things happen. You antagonize me enough, I'll fight you. But I also feel like nobody wants to see a fight where one person wants to fight and the other person doesn't.
true.
If you got one person that's the one likes to fight guy and the other person who's the I'm doing everything I can to avoid fight, that's not a good fight. I don't want to see that either. And so in the immediacy of the fight, that was my only issue with Monique. Why I had a problem with her going back, because I was like, Monique, this girl ain't trying to fight you. Now you beat her down, you drug her because she asked to be drugged. I was here for it. I was here. I quiet as kept. I was here for Monique dragging her.
like you said, you don't know what the conversation was like with her and her husband in private, but
Mhm.
on camera, he looked like he was just totally disgusted with her ass.
Yeah, he was.
He
Exactly.
was
Chris
just
was
like,
not here for it.
how could
And
you not get it? And
Yeah,
she was
Chris
on
was
some
not here for
he
it.
was not here for it. And I think
Chris
what
wasn't here for
happened was Chris understands because Chris has been in the limelight. Chris has been a celebrity much longer than she has. And he
it. Mhm.
understands once you let the viewing public know what can push your buttons, what it takes to get you to fight, every time you go to a restaurant or bar or any place public, the people are going to try to do what they can to get you to fight.
Mhm.
It's just so they can get a lawsuit or something out of you. And while the lawsuit with Candace didn't work because y'all were on the same show together, and this is what the show is about, so you knew that wasn't gonna go nowhere. If
Mhm.
you fight a bitch just randomly in the public, you might have to pay them some coins, and that's gonna come out of Chris' bank account.
Mhm.
but
It's
that,
the people that I feel the most bad about is Big Chris and Little Chris because
Mm-hmm.
they like each other.
Mm-hmm.
They like, and I'm more than sure Big Chris told Monique that. Like, look, I like Chris. I don't have no problem with Chris. I don't have no problem with Candace either. I don't know
Right.
why you got a problem with Candace. You need to be mad with Giselle and Ashley,
And
not
I'm gonna
Candace.
tell you, and
I'm
no,
more than sure just what he said.
but here's the thing. Chris probably went down this road. The other reason why you should be that hell bent on having a problem with Candace is if it's truly a lie that you ain't sleeping with said trainer. What's your big issue? Why you got a big
No,
that
I
big
think
problem?
her big. I don't even think her issue is the Sharice thing. I don't even think that's her issue. I think her main issue is the fact that she was sitting amongst Giselle and Robin while they was plotting. That's what I think her issue is. I don't even think it has anything to do with Sharice. I don't.
But my
I
thing
mean, if
about
she
it
wants
is
to be
that's
friends
where
with
you
Sharice,
have a
whatever.
conversation with your friend. And when your friends and when you ask your friend, listen, you was over here sitting with these whores. Were you over here agreeing with these whores? Because that happens. Sometimes you might be at a sit down and you come up and that's the first thing. Hey, I heard I was brought up. What happened? Bitch, you supposed to be my friend. You need to tell me what the fuck happened.
yeah,
But you over here agreeing with these whores?
if you was there, I want to know every.
Yeah, exactly. Bitch, you're supposed to be able to tell me everything that went
Right,
on.
And I said,
right.
I
And
said
that's
to
why
her,
Monique was so pissed because Candace didn't tell her anything. It was Karen and Ashley that told her what that meeting was about.
I hear
And
Ashley
then they
saying
both
that
told her
in a
that
lot of
Candace
situations.
was there.
Between Ashley and Robin, those are the two biggest bone carriers in the entirety of this whole thing. Ashley carry a lot of bones.
but look, my whole thing
Robin carries a lot of bones.
back with Monique, I can't. I'm not even in a relationship, so I can't.
Ty, you were asked what color are your areolas? They are dark brown.
I
And
really
if you
can't
show
speak.
your areolas, I'm taking you off screen, sir.
I didn't even see that. I could barely see. But I can't. I'm just looking in on her marriage. I wonder how long it has, Monique,
I'm
because
with,
with her financial sort of
I'm
blase,
with you.
blase attitude and
I said that on one of my reviews.
this clear, distinction between what she believed and what her husband believed, because she on some more like that's him and his image issues. And so, but just looking at him when he look at her, I could almost feel his disgust,
Mm-hmm.
even though that's his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and I could be wrong, but it's just like almost like he want to say,
Ty,
bitch.
me and you are on the
I
same
don't, I
page. I
don't
said the
think you're
same thing
wrong.
on my review.
And I agree. I agree. When Chris was talking to her about that situation, he ain't had no smile on his face. It wasn't no joke to him. He straight up told her it was really embarrassing. And it didn't make you look good. It didn't make me look good. It
But
didn't make
no,
our family or our business look good, our
did you catch
brand.
how
It
she
doesn't make
said?
any of this look good.
But did you
I
catch how she
totally agree
said?
with you.
Oh,
And if
did you
I
catch
was
how
Big
she
Chris,
said?
I would have been embarrassed too.
But did you catch how she said? Oh, but you know, NFL players they have to have this certain image about them when they get out the league.
She was like, but
If
that's
you
it.
know that,
But she
even if
needs to
that's the
have
truth,
that
and you
same
know that,
image because you're
and
his
you,
wife.
if you are his wife and you know that's
Just the
what it is,
package deal.
you gotta comply with
Yeah.
that.
Like I didn't agree,
You
and I
gotta
said
know.
that in my review too. And I agree with everything Chris said. It is embarrassing on both parts, not just on Monique. It's embarrassing on Lil Chris part too. Like you
Mhm.
a pageant queen. Like
And
you shouldn't be going back and forth with nobody, especially if you know that you ain't really about it. Like you should just let her have it and walk away. Like all of that, you a hood rat, you this, you that. Like it was, I understood where both Chris's was coming from, and I still felt like they're gonna be friends at the end of this. The wives
especially
just gonna have to get over it.
especially if it affects whatever money they have coming in from
Yeah,
businesses.
yeah, yeah. It is. It is.
Cause
It
as
is.
we
Like
can see, Monique,
and
you
it's
ain't
a
making no
shame
money.
that men
Monique,
get
you
it,
ain't making no
but
money.
women don't. Men get it, but women don't. They don't never get it. But the men could sit up and have a disagreement. All right, bro, whatever. I'll let you have it. You know, they dap each other up and drink Coronas at the end of the day.
Okay,
Women, oh no, man,
they
they
have
gonna
a
be mad
whole
about that shit for
knockdown,
6
drag
months.
outs.
Hell has no
Right?
fury.
Women gonna be mad about it for 6 months, straight up.
Me and Ty could have a knockdown, drag out today, and I'm gonna call him tomorrow and be like, "Bitch, where you been at? Who you got fucked by last night?"
And I'm gonna be like,
Right.
you on your fucking stoop, nigga. Come outside.
Okay,
I'm coming to windmill, huh?
okay. We gonna windmill and then have a drink after.
First, I'm gonna have to get your address. Like, just give me your address. Yeah.
But listen, Giselle's dad was the best part of that whole episode. When he
Gosh.
said, "Bitch, I'm not with this fuck shit. I'm
Oh,
only doing this for my granddaughters. Fuck
but when
him.
she
Fuck
said,
her."
when she was like, "My dad wishes us luck," I was like, "Did he wish? Did he like? Did he say he want the best for them, or he want the best for her?"
No,
I don't
Daddy
know.
was in there for the grandkids. Daddy said, "Listen, I'm just telling you now. I want what's best for my granddaughters. You too, for my granddaughters." And the thing about it is this. I said this on my review. Did y'all catch that look that Jamal Bryant had when
Yeah.
when Daddy Grace was talking? Baby, that look Jamal Bryant gave was like, "I'm not here for you, bitch."
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
Daddy
yeah.
Grace caught that shit and said, "Oh, that's how you feel, bitch."
And
Bitch,
when he was like, "We
I'm
got many
okay.
more bridges to cross," or something like that, or rivers to cross before we get to that point, or some shit like that. When she said, "I thought you was gonna ask him for my hand in marriage," he's like, "We got more rivers to cross." I could see that they pops ain't with the shits. They ain't
Child,
with the shits. And when he
Pops is
got,
from New Orleans, and New
Jamal
Orleans
got a
don't do
brand
that
new
fuck shit.
baby boy that he just had a couple of months ago. And according to the tea I got, he already got a whole nother woman round there at that church that he done hired as his assistant.
but it's
Okay.
crazy as hell to me that first of all, I know they were separated or whatever for so long. Wasn't it 12 years? She said.
Yeah, they've been divorced for
So,
a hot minute.
but how could you be working on your relationship with your ex-husband, your kid's father, and you go to the state he's in and you guys stay at a fucking hotel?
I didn't understand that either.
Well,
I'm
she blamed it on the daughters. She
no.
said the
No, don't
daughters
blame it on them
still are
children.
not
She
Don't
here
blame it on
already
them children.
she's
for
already
their
she's already
relationship.
thrusting it in their face that we're is working out with me and your dad. So I would think that she would take the advantage to show them how good it really is and pull up at the crib. But
Listen,
it's just a weird
Gracie ain't
situation.
here for it.
It's like she's in
Gracie
denial.
ain't here for Jamal. Them other two, they younger. Gracie is not here for her and Jamal. She not here for that bullshit
And but
at all.
it could be because they're young and they on camera, but they seem so just cold and withdrawn. Period. Because I know when I see my grandparents, if I'd have jumped in the car and my grandfather was sitting in there, everybody that got in the car would have made their way to reach over and hug him and kiss him, like "Grandpa" or some shit like that. They just got in the car like, "Hey," I was like,
Listen, I don't
I
know
feel
too
like
much
this.
about Giselle and her daddy
This whole
issues.
episode was further proof that this whole relationship is a sham. It's for
Yeah,
the
I've been told
for the
all that.
camera.
I did a whole
It's
TikTok
for the
about that
show.
before the episodes came out. But
Because there's
I don't know too
nobody,
much about I don't know too
nobody
much
across the
about
crew that
Giselle
prays.
and her dad issues,
Ty,
but
Ty,
What you say?
Ty. If you, Terrance, if you get in a relationship with somebody and you go and y'all live in separate states and you go to their hometown, are you sleeping in the hotel?
Hell
heck
no.
no.
Exactly.
And if I
Because
can't come to the house, I want to know what the fuck why.
exactly.
Because
You
Because he got
that's
that
another issue.
assistant there. He got that assistant there, one of the and that's another reason why I feel like them daughters are not here for Jamal.
And then
Because how good of a father can you be if you already have 6 or 7 baby mamas?
and
And
then
Lord knows how many children in between.
I was wondering how many other investors are in that own that restaurant. Is it them three and four more, or do the other ones have their own restaurant? And how do you pick off what kids get to? Uh,
I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not understanding if that's because he already had a whole pregnant during the time that they were engaged that he did not tell her about until the day before they were set to get married. So he has kids older than the ones he got with Giselle. So
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
A mess. A mess.
I don't know. And it was funny because Giselle said, "Well, I don't want to say, I don't want to talk about the other kids that he has because it's not fair to them." But then the daddy said he got 6 or 7 baby mamas. I said, "Damn,
Listen, the
bitch."
daddy is old school gangster. The daddy took that
all
said,
the
I'm going to the
fucking
bathroom. I'm not here for this fuck shit. The daddy said, I'm not here for the bullshit. Fuck this nigga, because I will shoot his ass in his pinky toe. Fuck Brown if you want to.
Yeah, but did y'all see how Jamal was sitting there looking like he was upset with the dad? And I'm like, how the fuck you upset with this man when you cheating on his daughter and it's funny
Because
because
Lamar got
that's
all
why
girls
God
from
keep giving him
Giselle.
daughters. Because
pops
would you want your daughter to meet a man that's just like you and doing the same shit that you doing to them? You're not gonna
Lamar
like
got
that. See,
all girls
your
from
sins
Giselle.
become your kids' sins.
I'm sure pops let him have it, and they ain't never get over what probably what was said.
Yeah, it's
Lamar
like
got
you
all
got all
girls
of these daughters and you
from
still fucking.
Giselle.
And when your daughters meet a man like you, what can you really say to them? What advice can you really give?
And I was just wondering if somebody else he was currently fucking was amongst that crowd for the opening, like because
Probably.
he strike me as a dirty nigga like that.
Yep, exactly. That's why Giselle could not come to the house. He strikes me as Giselle had, because you know that Giselle couldn't even talk to Jamal. She always had to call the assistant. So he strikes me as the ain't shit ass motherfucker where she had to call the assistant. The assistant said, "Yeah, this is not a good weekend for you to stay at the house. So we'll book you a hotel at this nice restaurant in Buckhead. I mean, at this nice hotel in
That's what your
Buckhead,
sister
nice room
said.
service and
Because
everything."
I'm over here sucking his dick right now while I'm
Right.
texting you,
And
and I don't want you
he
nowhere
got
around.
other appointments to hide his peen for the weekend, and you can't stay over at the house. A mess.
So you can't come here, sis. But I'll make sure you and your kids in the best hotel. I'll
We
make
gonna
sure of
get y'all a good hotel down in Buckhead.
Sweets. Oh my god.
Listen, Jonathan, I'm with you, because Jamal is over there sleeping with everything man, woman, and non-binary.
not non-binary Jesus.
Non-binary.
Yeah. So that's a him, a her, a them, a they, a it, a could
Exactly.
be, a
Man,
would be,
woman,
I
and
think so.
non-binary.
You know,
Okay.
you know how we see ugly kids, but they sort of grow out of their ugliness as they get older.
Yeah.
He looked like he was an ugly kid who never grew out of his ugliness.
Ooh.
Like he
But
just,
you know what? Maybe he got big stuff. I don't know what he got going
I'm
on. Maybe
sure
he
he
got big
probably
stuff.
does.
I don't know.
I think so too. I
But
think it's
it
the
could
big.
just be
I
that
think it's the
pulpit.
big dick and dividends.
It could just be
Mhm.
that pulpit. That pulpit do something to you. It's the lighting.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
I ain't
I
gonna
ain't never
lie.
been
There's a
attracted to
couple
nobody in the
pastors that
pulpit.
It's
I
the
ain't never been
lighting.
attracted to nobody in the pulpit.
It's the lighting.
well, I have
I have.
several.
I have
I have.
older motherfuckers too. I'm like, oh, go ahead, Deacon.
Mm-mm. I don't know what it is about me. I've never. I'm trying to. I'm going back in history, thinking have I ever been attracted to somebody in the pulpit? No.
Not even a visiting young minister on youth pastor.
That's what I was trying to think about because I know it was nobody regularly about. But I'm trying to think about if you give me some time, maybe I can come up with one. But I'm trying to think about a visiting, you know, pastor, some minister, something like that. And
Now
I
maybe
see y'all in the chat.
there's
Listen,
always choirs coming through with some cuties in it.
now the
I,
choirs, that's a different story.
I
Some
see
good
y'all in the
ministers
chat.
and music.
Listen, I'm not mad at Ashley. I'm not mad at Ashley for that post-nuptial agreement. Bitch, you gonna pay me for my pain. And if you decide to leave me for a nigga that's playing in your badussy that good, at least me and baby Dean and this other baby gonna be financially taken care of.
At
So
least
I'm not mad at Ashley for that. Get
yeah,
your
at
boo.
least she has the sense to know what the fuck, like, yeah, we need to renegotiate some things. But oh goodness,
Because he already done gave her a prenup that was up 5 years ago. So that's over with. So if she decided to divorce him now, she would get, I think, 30% of what he got.
I thought she said
But
half.
no, that's with this post-nuptial agreement. If he decides to leave them, she will get half of everything.
I think he's
See,
gonna say
Ashley
whatever he
not as
needs to say
dumb
on
as we
camera.
thought she was.
I
And what
think
the
he's doing
what?
that on camera, but then off camera, he's not here for it.
He was like, yeah, we can talk about that.
But off camera, when his lawyers get involved, they're gonna be like, "Nah, bitch, we ain't doing that shit."
What do he what's his what occupation is he in?
I don't know. Well, he owns restaurants. I thought. I thought it was restaurants because they
I
had
don't
a
know whatever he's
restaurant
doing.
one time before where they were serving kangaroo meat and wombat meat and baboon's ass and shit like that.
In
You
the
know,
States?
yeah, Australian restaurant. I
And
know that's one
Baboon's
thing that
ass
they have,
is
but I think he does something else.
kangaroo shish kebabs.
Basically, yeah, yeah. That was about. I think it was about the third season. They opened up that restaurant somewhere down in DC, an Australian restaurant. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna take off. I don't see nobody in Baltimore wanting kangaroo egg rolls and shit like that. I just don't see it.
Kangaroo egg rolls.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think it's a market for that here. But if it worked, hey, somebody eat it.
anyway. But I apologize to you, Terrance, and I apologize to you, Ty, for not doing a boys' night out because I was supposed to do it last Friday, but I got a call from my job and they needed me to come in early
Barbara,
Monday
this is
morning.
Shirley.
I needed to come in early Monday morning and do one of y'all. You know, I don't mind hosting boys' night out, but if one of y'all want to host boys' night on y'all channel, we can do it there too. I don't want to monopolize boys' night out. I can see y'all the whole thumbnail. Y'all can put it on y'all channel too. But we love boys' night out because we could get real nasty. Talk about some of the good stories.
I know. I would love for Scotty to be a part of one. Because me and him still
Scotty
got
be
to
trying to
talk
act
about
all
that trade.
famous and shit and all hold this down. We got
No,
to get Scotty on
we
boys' night out.
definitely baboon ass shaming here.
Oh yeah, we baboon ass shame over here.
Miss Honey. Miss Honey said she's gonna host. You're gonna have
Listen, Miss
questions and
Honey,
games.
listen. I don't know if you've been at a boys' night out, Miss Honey, but on boys' night out, it goes way left. Like left is like not even putting it mildly. Where we go on boys' night out, it always turns into a mess. Anyway, I gotta get off because I know really we been on 5 minutes. And Lord.
Yeah,
Can y'all confirm, Terrance and Ty, that nobody on our spectrum uses lube in a spray bottle?
No, but
yeah, I never
I've
seen
never,
it.
I've seen
I've never even heard of that.
I've
Lube
seen
in a spray bottle?
I've never used it, but I've seen
I mean, it might be a little bit more
Maybe
better
it
or
works. I don't
convenient
know.
than, you know.
and like on the porn set, when I think of spray bottles, I only think of glistening purposes for the body. I've never seen them like squash and then put it down there. But I've seen, not that I've been back scenes or backstage or nothing, but I've seen them work.
Look at Scotty face. I'm done. Where's my
Wait,
chaser
Scotty.
for this keto?
I'm gonna say, who's Scotty?
I mean, El Teddy. God damn.
Yeah, I'm just not. I can't do. Let me go. I'm finna listen to Really Be, and while I go pick up some crabs and some sushi from the store.
Ew. You and
I want some
seafood.
good sushi. I want some good sushi. Some tuna, raw tuna, and raw salmon sushi, and I'm gonna be up
Ew.
some crabs also.
I can't with crabs.
You've had crabs on many occasions, sir. Anyway, Nappy Child, can you put Really Be's channel in the chat so everybody can go over to Really Be, because Really Be should be live by now, dear God.
Yeah, I'm watching right now.
Y'all go over to Really Be. Can I get some shondos in the chat as we get off on here? Terrance, we got to do another band because right now we should be dead smack in the middle of band season, but
Awesome.
they have canceled all the games and shit. We're not, so we need to get together and do a versus band versus. You know what I'm saying?
Against who? How you want to do it? Division versus division? Or
No,
school
no, no.
against
We can
school?
do school versus school, like you know how they have verses on the we need to do a band versus.
I'm with it.
Yo, me and you, we gonna do one, and because we don't have no marching band season right now, but we need to get our fix with marching band. So
We do because I miss it. Okay,
right,
I'm
I
down with it.
miss it so much. Watch this. In 4-5 years, a motherfucker gonna be like, "Yeah, I came up fall 20." Bitch, you lying? What the fuck? Fall 20, you lying? No, that's just like that's our joke at 100. When a bitch ain't come up in 100, right? We'd be like, "Oh, you came up 2012, huh? Fall 2012, which was the year after Robert champion when the 100 was on suspension." We'd be like, "Oh, you came up
Right.
fall 2012, huh?" Oh, okay, yeah. A mess.
I'm down
Anyway,
for it. Whenever you're ready, let
yeah,
me know and
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
hit
my
you up.
list together.
I'm gonna hit you up offline, and we'll talk about what school we gonna do or whatever. Thank you all
Go
for
ahead.
being vocal president active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for all that we do. Ty, we're gonna do a run your mouth tomorrow, right? Ty,
I
we'll do
haven't been
a
invited
tomorrow.
in weeks.
Whatever, Ty. We'll do
So
your run your
invited.
mouth tomorrow. Thank y'all so much